Good day, ladies and gentlemen. So, welcome back to another weekly setup. So, I've analyzed about 20 pair and I've picked out the top 4 pairs for the week. So, before I start breaking it down, don't forget click the link on my bio, join the Telegram channel where I give out free updates like this every single week. Every single week, I drop free signals that you can take to get profit, and as it's same signals used to pass Profim account, used it to pass Profim account. So let's just get down to it. Let's get down to it. So for this week, I have just 4 pairs that I'm interested in: Euro card, Euro AUD, and Euro NZD, and Euro and GBP card. So the first pair that I'm taking for the week is Euro card. Now, Euro card on the weekly time frame, you can see that the market is bearish. We have our head and shoulder pattern here. We have a weekly head and shoulder pattern here, which is why I like this pair the most because of having this weekly head and shoulder pattern here. We have the shoulder, and then we have the break. So I like this weekly head and shoulder pattern I'm seeing here. So the weekly is confirmed bearish. We have the daily time frame is bearish. You can see the daily time frame are below area of interest, and markets came back to that area of interest. On coming back, we have the EMA above. We have markets closing with a doji candlestick, which is indecision. So we're expecting to have the continuous sales to the downside. You know that whenever we have a break, there must be a retest. Whenever market forms a low, it must give us a high for a continue. Whenever it forms a high, this market must go up and down. So whenever we have a high, it must give us a low. That's basically how market works. So the daily time frame is also bearish, and we have the 4 hour time frame also bearish. Now some people might say this is bullish, but this is bearish. Now this is the high, this is the lower high here, and this is the lower low. Market did not close below this lower low, they have not closed above here, so we are technically still bearish. And I like as the EMA is rejecting from the area of interest, also rejecting from candlestick around here. So basically what I'm going to look to sell this market is down. Let's go down to the 2 hours. So on the 2 hour time frame now, what I'm looking for to sell this market is to get this. Now, if market should give me a deeper pullback, and then we can have a shift of structure within this area to give me a head and shoulder pattern on the 2 hour time frame, I'm going to be willing to enter this market to the downside. This is my first potential reason to enter the market, so that will be below the EMA and we'll have shifted structure, because the 2 hour and the 1 hour is bullish. So we need it to shift bearish so that I can enter the market. Or if market should do this, break below the, because this is the lower, this is the higher low, and this is the higher high. So we need market to break below this low and then retest it back to continue to the downside. So these are the two things I'm looking at to enter this market. So the next market is Euro AUD. So Euro AUD, let's start from the weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame you can see here is bearish. The daily time frame is bullish. Now, if you look at the daily, you can see that market, we have, let me just draw it out. So the daily time frame is bullish. We have lower low, lower high, lower low, and a higher high. So the daily time frame is bullish on this market. And then we have the 4 hour time frame to be what? Bullish. And the 4 hour, you can see this inverse head and shoulder pattern that I marked out here. There's an inverse head and shoulder pattern here, and we have the break, and we're retesting our area of interest. Our EMA is also under. So what I'm looking for to sell this market is just for market to have a bit more pullback to reject from the EMA and around psychological level 1.76200. Then I'll be looking for an engulfing candlestick to buy this market. Euro NZD, basically what I'm waiting for in this market, as I said the last 2 weeks, is just for market to, this is a head and shoulder pattern. We have the left head, the potential right shoulder is forming now, rejecting from the EMA and area of support and resistance. So I just need market to break below this mini 4 hour support and resistance zone here. So once market can break below it to retest it, I'll be interested in continuing the sales to the downside. And then GBP card, the last pair for the week. Now GBP card is going to take a while because of this I'm about to explain now. So you can see now in the weekly time frame, market just having weak rejection, weak rejection, weak rejection, weak rejection from this area. So I need market to decide on where it's going to, because it's basically consolidating. This is the weekly bar. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. This is basically 2 months of market consolidating from this particular area. So I'm waiting for market. As soon as I can get a break below this area, wait for their quick retest to continue to the downside. So this is basically the weeks, the pairs I have for the weeks. You can see my top two pairs. I've already used the trading checklists to analyze it and get over 130 to 140 confluence on my trade. So now this trading checklist I just showed now is one of my key confluence tool I use in getting accurate markets and getting accurate percentage to take a trade. So if you're interested on how that checklist work, still join my Telegram channel, and I will also drop video on how to use the checklist for those that are interested. So see you guys in the next video. Peace out.